Hello everyone, my name is Ingrid and I am doing this short video because I believe I was led by the Holy Spirit to talk about this topic. About last year, around this time, I believe the Holy Spirit led me to change my diet just because of the things that I was eating. And one of the things that I noticed that was a common denominator in all the things that I was eating was a product named soy, soybean oil, soy, lecithin, different things of that nature, but it was soy. So as I was looking into this product, I realized that soy is very detrimental to both males and females. To females, it can greatly not enhance, but it can be detrimental to our ability to create children. And to young men, it can decrease testosterone. And if not decrease testosterone, it can increase estrogen. So therefore, it's a hormonal imbalance. And not understanding what's going on with your bodies, different things of that nature. You're thinking it's one thing, when in all actuality, it's the fact that due to the foods that you've been ingesting, there's a hormonal imbalance, and you're not understanding what's going on in your body. So I believe recently the Holy Spirit quickened me to speak about this topic. And the reason why I am is because even recently, with all the changes to my diet and to my son's diet, what happened was I started going over a lot of the labels that we would eat. And one label in particular, I'm just going to use this as an example, because I greatly decreased all the cereals that they had access to, everything. They would probably only eat Fruity Pebbles, Cocoa Pebbles, and Honey Nut Cheerios. Now, what I want to point out is that recently I purchased this box of cereal, and I don't know if you can see the label, but the label says it does not contain any soy product. Oh, no, now you can. Any soy product. Now, and that was a family size box. On this next box, and this is the smaller box, once again, I don't know if you can see it, it does say it contains soybean oil, and that is on the smaller box. The reason why I'm bringing this to your attention is because soy isn't everything that we eat now. It was introduced into our food intake back in the 1960s or the 1970s by the U.S. government, and slowly but surely within the last, I would say, years, you can see what it's been doing within our communities. You can see the changes within our children, and more so for our men than even our women. Our men were created in the image of God. So therefore, they have a certain responsibility, a certain position that they are supposed to maintain. However, their bodies are being destroyed. Their temples are being destroyed. So the one true God, not saying he can't, because he can, possibly he's not dwelling in these temples anymore. You know, like, we're always wondering what's going on with our young men, what's happening with them. Why have there been so many changes? They are so, well, some people say disrespectful. So many different things, especially with our young men. Our young men seem to be just going off of the wire. I say that to say this. Parents, I'm a single mother of 4. I do understand that it's hard. Buying organic is very hard. It's expensive. I don't have a budget like a lot of these parents do. Like I said before, I'm a single mother of 4. 2 are grown, 2 are not. So yes, it is expensive. However, we need to monitor the things that we are feeding our children, because these are our kings and our queens, our future kings and queens. And we need to raise them up as they are. We need to raise them up as the children that God created them to be. So we need to be on top of these things. And I mean, it's not just in the food that's being produced. It's not just in the cereals. It's in everything. If you start looking at your labels, you'll see that it may not be listed in cheese. It may not be listed in the meat. However, if you look at what they're feeding the cheese, if they're feeding the meat, right? If you look at the labels of the food production that they're putting in the chicken, in the beef, because in the turkey. I only ate chicken, beef, and turkey, or fish. Soy is in those products. So therefore, no matter how you go about trying to avoid introducing soy into your diet, they've tried to introduce it in every which way. If you don't eat chicken but you eat eggs, it's in the eggs. If you don't eat beef but you drink milk, it's in the milk, because it's in the muscle of the cow, so therefore it's excreted through the udders of the cow. So therefore, if it's in the milk, it's in the cheese. It doesn't have to list that it's in there because it's already in there without you even knowing it. It's so subtle. So I said that to say this. Just become enlightened, brothers and sisters. And I don't mean just African American. I mean everyone. Be enlightened about what's going on in our world and what is being done to our children. I'm going to try to attach about 3 links. And one of these is from a men's magazine. I think it was back in 2009, about how a doctor was working with a patient. And this patient was drinking about, I don't know, maybe 3 cups of soy milk a day, and about how he started to produce breasts. You understand? But of course, they had the men's magazine go back and refute everything that this doctor said. It's just amazing to me that everything that speaks about the detriment to what's being done in our society, they have to go back and they have to say, no, that's not true. You understand? However, everything is just bragging about how good soy is for us. Soy helps to decrease our pain or decrease whatever it is that we're going through with menopause. Soy helps lower your cholesterol. Soy helps lower your high blood pressure. All of these different things. However, as far as reproductive, or no, what they say is that if it's taken in small quantities. However, if it's in everything that you eat, how are you taking it in small quantities? You know? So let's become enlightened, brothers and sisters, about what's going on around us. I try to tell my sisters, my brothers in the line when we're at the grocery store. However, it's, oh, I don't buy this all the time, or I don't do this. Okay, but it's not you that's really going to reap the effects of what's going on. It's your children, and it's your grandchildren, and your great-grandchildren, if we are alive to see these things, because we need to make changes within our society as we speak right now. And I said all that to say this. You all have a blessed evening, and I hope that this was helpful to some of you. God bless you. Have a good day.